Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another Tavern Talk at the Golden Feather Tavern. We are the fine host of this establishment, Vertec and Chibi. We welcome you to go ahead and pull up a chair, grab a pint, join the conversation with us. Today... Yeah,
today we're going off script.
Today we're gonna go off script pretty heavily. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's the 10th of March, 2026, and we're what are we on over here? I don't know.
That's why I said I didn't set it up. And you said that was fine, so I didn't look.
Yeah, it's whatever. We don't even care what number we're on. We're still trying to figure out life at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, speaking of figuring out life, I still gotta do this rebuild of... I gotta finish the rebuild of OBS because it keeps shrinking down some of our images and...
Oh no.
Portions of the display and the overlay.
Well, while he is fussing with that, I was putting out a question to you guys. What do you think is the top 6 games, or are the top 6 games that we're gonna be testing out? Not like testing out because they're in alpha. I think I just got used to saying them testing, but like testing out to see like if we like the water, you know, testing out the waters. Which games do you think make the top 6 before we share that necessarily?
Where do you think we're going?
Basil says WoW's, Scars, and Guild War.
Okay.
Never understood why people play video games. Anything you can do in the game, you could do in real life. Not necessarily. Can't exactly fly a broom.
Yes, I can indeed cast fire from my nose.
I mean, I do have a potion of fireball, so I guess we could. Guess I could.
Fair.
I just haven't tried hard enough, maybe. Wish
Must
I could heal
harder.
them with plant. Yeah, see? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean you wish you could heal with plant? Obviously we can, Basil. Obviously. I mean, you don't just magically make vines come out of the ground and then, you know, heal people with petals falling from seemingly nowhere? Crazy.
What kind of noob isn't able to do that?
Pretty sure society would frown if I turned murder hobo IRL. Very fair. Yeah, I mean, fair. Are we gonna shape shift into a bird real fast?
Go install some Chrome.
yeah, exactly.
Get that double jump leg life going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can definitely install that second language thing. Just automatically understand.
Absolutely. See, we can do it. We just got to set our minds to it. That's all.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, so Basil says World of Warcraft, Scars, and Guild Wars. Any other guesses? To be fair, they wouldn't. They would no longer be around to frown. Yeah. Yeah,
that's fair.
They would not be around.
Turn that frown somewhere around. I don't know.
I mean, I too like to go out and fight slimes and then bring back pieces of things that the slime ate for gold. You know, it's a typical Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's your new plastic. But Vertec, before we tell the good people and buy them some more time to give us what other games they think reach the top. I like to beat up 20 wolves for 1 tooth. Exactly.
It's my favorite pastime ever.
Triple says Scars. That's the last MMO until Riot's possible. Fair. I mean, I guess I am technically a crafter in real life. True, you are. This is accurate. And I am too. I just need STL files first. But Vertec, if you yeah, see, I gotta learn the recipes exactly. If you want to tell them what ChatGPT, after being given all of our plethora of knowledge, has ranked things. I believe you said there's not even like an A tier, or there's like a barely an A tier.
Yeah. So ChatGPT didn't necessarily rate it. I just had ChatGPT help me build some formulas and some visuals in here for us. But it helped me crunch some complex math and ratings super fast, which is the great and perfect purpose for AI, I think.
And this is all built off of your data that you gave us for how much you rated stuff.
And what the community called out for which things to rate in every game. And for the most part, the weights that were provided as well. There were a few that just felt really off from what we would want out of a game. But for the most part, everybody, we kept the ratings that you provided and the consensus vote the same. There were just a few things, like the unfettered and unregulated PvP in the open world. Chibi and I would be miserable if we rated that at a 1 or a 2 that it ended up being given as a weight. So we jacked that one up a little bit.
But we could also lower it back down and then get like what AI says is there, like the community overall's opinions. But this was helpful for us to figure out like our top 6.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think? Should I start at the top or at the bottom? At the bottom, right? Of course we got to start at the bottom. Got to save the quote-unquote best for last.
Okay.
All right.
Or if you start at the top, they might be like, oh, okay, that was an expectation. It could be either or.
Yeah, there you go. What do you guys think? Should we start at the top? Because there's probably basically what you're going to expect to see in the top, a handful of them. So it's not going to be much of a surprise. It's just going to be which way did everything get ranked with looking at the actual scores.
Yeah. So do you want to hear the lowest to the highest, or do you want to hear the highest to the lowest? Let us know. Noobtastic says, no matter what we all like, you still have to play it, so your likes and dislikes better. Yeah, I agree. I think that on that note, though, I still want to present something helpful for the community as like a non-bias, because technically by us raising that is our bias. Lowest to highest always. All right, Triple. Sounds good. Now keep in mind, the lowest, some of these is ranked lower because I think you said AI didn't have very much confidence in it yet. Like, especially the ones like Chrono Odyssey, these ones that aren't really out yet. Yes, there's information on them. Well, I think there's even been some play testing around some of them, but you said like it didn't rank it as high compared to the ones that are already out and it's confident in or something.
Yeah, that was actually the confidence score was something I added in, as in how much confidence do we have in the game because of the state it's in currently and the developer.
Okay.
So, and that's more of using like a predictive model, like how much confidence do we have that this developer is going to, one, survive very long out in the world to do the thing, and for two, is it going to be a good product? How does it feel and look right now?
Yeah, exactly. Just for some answers, Oracle says Scars, WoW, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, Lotro, and Arcade. Kai, welcome back, Kai, says, I think I will see WoW, ESO, and Final Fantasy XIV. And Triple says, or wait, what's your highest? Is ranked 10 the highest, or is 1 the highest? Whatever the worst is, the worst to best. Yeah, okay. Well, by ranks, we kind of were meaning like S, A, B, C, D in terms of ranking. But yeah, Vertec, I will stop making them guess and let you go ahead and answer the question.
All right, so I will.
Had to build a little suspense first, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'll go ahead and start all the way down at the very, very, very bottom.
Okay.
The very, very, very bottom. Let me adjust this so I can pull it out on screen, because I don't want to give away the secret sauce. All these secret sauce. I don't like to torture necessarily.
I wanted to see what you guys thought too, though. I wanted to see how much you guys all thought. But yes, I think with the quote unquote realistic rating from from the AI, like nothing was an A or an S. So
Yeah, nothing ended up as an S rank. Even using, again, ChatGPT for trying to get some formulas would be the most accurate possible. And I even tried to fluff a few things for some of the games. And let me tell you, even adding a little bit of fluff, nothing still landed at an S with a reasonable amount of fluff. So I put it all back to where it was. So that's just where it's sitting. This is some hard math. If anything hits an S rank using my little game ranking engine thing here, it deserves that spot. Just saying.
Yep. All right. They're all saying I'm bloodthirsty now. I just like torturing them.
It's true.
We'll stop torturing them.
But all right, so starting all the way at the bottom is Worm. Okay, Worm. And then Quinfall. We got Apogea. Then Embers Adrift. After that, Project Ascension. Noobtastic says, yeah, to be fair, if anything were legit S rank, we'd all be playing it already. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think a lot of us would be playing that would be the game.
Then we got 21st place, Eternal Tombs, followed by Spirit Veil. Got Mithril in at 19. Again, you're going to notice some of these names aren't even available yet, which is why some of them are ranked so low, because they're not.
I was going to say,
there's not much information out there.
You wanted to play Mithril last night for Maid Quest, and I was like, I have to break some news to you, by the way.
And yeah, visibility 0. Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be some pay to win in Riot's MMO.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, if not, I at least expect a lot of cosmetic purchases.
If there's none, I will be highly surprised.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet many paychecks on there being at least heavy pay to convenience.
Yeah, I could totally see pay to convenience, maybe not as much pay to win, but I literally have not heard anything about this MMO project. So, and I've only ever experienced, oh wait, is it with Tencent?
But
is Riot working with Tencent?
You also got to think about it. And this has been a while since I've actually been in the cash shop for League of Legends, but I don't recall there being any pay to win in there. So.
No, but they're freaking, some of their skins are crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
Riot's owned by Tencent. I didn't know that. I don't play League, so it's free to play.
Yeah, microtransactions, absolutely. There's going to be a shitload of microtransactions guaranteed. Just a question of which ones there are, you know?
Yeah. Fair.
If it's all skins and cosmetics and like unlocking character slots and things like that, fucking do it. Oh, okay, I'm okay with that life.
I'm gonna wait until they like actually share more information to say my thoughts.
Yeah. All right, so we got Stars Reach, then we hit Arcade Chronicles, and that was one of the reasons why I said some of these are ranked low, because there's not really information to go off of. Yeah. So all we could do is rate it like a 3 average, I guess, because we're gonna assume average unless proven otherwise when it comes to unknowns.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of those, I think when Arcade actually comes out to test, we could rerun it through that engine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And see if it gets moved up, so.
Totally run through and redo the scores.
Yep. Reminds me of Guild Wars 2 where you can convert money to gold easily. There.
See, I know I didn't experience that life in Guild Wars 2. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, I'm just saying I didn't bump into that when I was playing. I didn't know that was a thing. If it was at the time I played, maybe that's something new, or maybe I was innocent and naive and had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I was basically playing by myself anyway. I wasn't really running with a guild or anything in there, so there is that.
True. Fair.
Money, diamonds, gold, been the same since launch. Okay. Huh. Fair.
Oh, because the things you get from the diamonds you can sell on the marketplace for gold, probably. Yeah,
I guess so. Kind of like how BDO does it, where you can buy certain outfits and sell them up on the cash shop or the gold shop. Excuse me. Buy it off the cash shop, sell it on the player marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 15. We got Bitcraft, and then Scars of Honor. I was surprised this was ranked so low, but there really is truly not a lot that we know for sure about it, except for the developer is like in there getting his own hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, CEO and actual developer in both. Like running the hardware as well as the actual game itself. So that's bananas. So there's a lot of promise with that one for sure.
Yes, exactly. And Mr. Nostalgic, yes, we'll know what we need to know April 30th, exactly. And like, so just keep in mind, again, this leaderboard is not indicative of how good the game is necessarily. It's more so indicative of the lack of information in reflection of Scars of Honor and Arcade Chronicles. You will see why I'm saying that in a little bit. Go ahead, Vertec.
Yeah, it's just once we get some more information, some of these are probably going to launch up here. I fully expect Scars of Honor to climb quite a few points after this test coming up. Yeah,
probably.
Got Monsters and Memories somehow scoring above Scars of Honor, but I think it's because Monsters and Memories is out. So there's 1 point. Blasphemers, says Triple Killer. The Chrono Odyssey.
Is it Monsters and Memories S tier or something?
I see what you did there, you jerk. For those who weren't here, didn't notice, I accidentally rated Monsters and Memories in S rank when we were putting it in the tier builder because I didn't know how the tier builder worked, like exactly how it functioned. I was like, what happens if I click this? Oh, well, that puts it in S rank. Well, here, let me put it down in... Oh, it's not moving now. It's just in S rank. Got it.
Specifically, the live poll version of Tier Maker. Yeah. Not the normal version.
Wouldn't let me move it. I was really sad by that, but it is what it is. Chrono Odyssey, again, I fully expect it to rate higher than what it is when we get more info on it. Mm-hmm. Dune. A lot of that being, I think it would have rated higher if it were more fully an MMO. Right. A couple other things in there too. Lotro, so you'll be happy there. Oracle, it beat out at least like Dune and Scars of Honor, etc. Rift somehow scores right on the money with it. Mm-hmm. I was surprised. Right now they have like an average of 200 and I think it was 90 players concurrent.
290?
290.
That's
for
crazy.
A minute there while I was looking into these, all these games, I actually bumped into a video where someone was getting hyped and they were like, yeah, I saw at one point the player count was up like 50% in 1 month and now it's up over 100%. This is crazy. This is amazing. There's a new released patch out, yada yada. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe we should look into this Rift thing, you know, maybe dive in there. And then I looked at the date of the video and it was back in December. So, okay, well, let me check what it is today. And it dropped right back down to before that big hype spike. So,
oh man,
I was thinking maybe it's on its way back up. Maybe it's making a comeback. No, it was a flash in the pan update, apparently.
Triple says, I think Odyssey is going to go down.
You think it's going to go down, huh? Okay. I mean, it's very well possible, too. I just think at least as far as like some game mechanics and getting to know what they are, as long as combat's fluid, it's going to increase that because it scored an unknown in that category right now.
Yeah.
All right, we got Project Gorgon landing in number 7. Old school RuneScape at 6, just barely beating out Project Gorgon.
The 0.8, that's the first time it's actually becoming a C.
Yeah.
It's 0.8 difference.
Gorgon got cheated by like a 0.1 of a score. Yeah, regular RuneScape 3, a little bit higher in the C. The Elder Scrolls Online. And is anyone surprised at what the top 3 are going to be? Anybody?
Probably not, given how many people have said it.
Yeah. World of Warcraft at 3.
No,
Guild
not at
Wars
all.
2 at number 2. And Final Fantasy 15 at number 1.
14. Or 14,
geez. 14. The only one of them to barely get an A. Score.
Yep.
Just
We're going to be
barely.
tonight.
Now, you
Yeah,
want to see
so,
something cool? This, by the way, is how much your votes actually changed things, everybody, because I'm going to expand this down a little bit. Actually, no, I'm going to expand it like all the way down to like 13. There you go. Nope. Okay. Scars of Honor. Now I'm going to hide this real quick, and I'm going to go change. I'm going to flip one switch in this spreadsheet here. And that's changing it. Huh?
Where did the Quinfall end up?
Oh, it was almost last. It was almost last.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Rip Quinfall. Sorry, Quinfall. Hey, but again, that just because it's not really something like we would necessarily play does not mean it's not a good game. And I want to make that evidently clear. Like, even if Vertec and I would not be into some of these games, that does not mean that they are inherently bad games. And we are not saying that they are bad games. I am saying they are not the type of game for us.
Yeah.
But you can have, both can be true. They cannot be the type of game for us and be amazing games. It's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, because all of this is driven by things that we, between Chibi and I, as well as, you know, people who were watching at the time for a couple of nights, for I think like 3 nights over like a week and a half. Yeah. Voted up and added in for specifically things that we wanted to include as metrics for likes, dislikes, and you have to play the game to get a good feeling for it.
Yeah.
So to be honest, that we could even, one thing, I haven't fully polished this whole thing out the way I want to, but I want to have another output of information for removing all of the qualitative stuff and just going purely by data that's available. Does it exist, and how much does it exist, versus how does this feel? Do I like how this was implemented? Because that's what all the qualitative was.
2 more, like the one without the qualitative and the one based purely on qualitative.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Knock down the how much the other ones matter except for the qualitative. That way they're still like playing a role, but not as much of a role, perhaps.
Fair. Yeah. I'll see what I can do about getting those in.
Okay.
So we can look at that too, because this right now is combined with all of that stuff.
By the way, Vertec and I, well, I've been doing my own work late into the evening. For some of you, you may know what work I've been working on with TTRPG stuff. But I'd go to bed and he's up there fiddling with this thing. So yes. But you were saying how much their votes matter to the grand scheme.
So you'll notice like Scars of Honor right now, just on the base score alone, was 17, but it brought it up a little bit higher with the community vote. The community vote switched places for Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft. Literally, it changed from 1st to 3rd and 3rd to 1st. Old school RuneScape was rated higher than Dofus. Yeah, there's 0 A tiers with the base ranking. So the community votes actually bumped up, you know, a couple things up. I mean, granted, a couple things down too. But,
and also, I was gonna say, and also drug a couple things down.
yeah.
But it was really interesting to see like the raw data versus the community sentiment in mind.
Totally swung everything. It did.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. And do we want to share what our actual, now that we've shown the random output, not random output, but the general output, do we want to show our actual list?
Like what we're going to actually do?
All right. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and I'm going to do this on the screen because I don't care if you guys see these parts. These parts are okay. It doesn't have the super secret calculations.
I mean, we did some of the super secret calculations together.
yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing in that order of how much we think we're probably going to exist in a game. I mean, we fiddled with it a little bit just to create a certain kind of flow, but we're going to be doing Project Gorgon and Scars of Honor first for sure. Mainly because Scars of Honor has the test coming up and it's only available during open testing times.
Yes, and we realized that if we put Project Gorgon first, that would give us most of April to go through Project Gorgon. And then at the end of April is when Scars of Honor's like week and a half testing is launching, so that's perfect timing for us to swap into Scars of Honor from there.
Yeah, and then if we really feel like we're still wanting to give it more time, we could hop back into Gorgon for a minute. But
yeah,
it's not. I think a bunch of this is going to really flex depending on how we're really feeling inside the games. And that, yeah, I know that look, Chibi. Yeah, I know that look. You're not a fan of the Gorgon thing.
Did you see Triple's comment?
Oh no. Gorgon, Chibi, Kryptonite.
So.
It's true. I keep mentioning it because I think it has some fun stories out on Reddit and whatnot. People going on about the crazy hijinks that they get up to. And by the way, hello there, Good Score. Welcome on in.
Yeah.
But I think it could be interesting to check out, at least for a little bit. See if we can get around the graphical delightery.
Yeah.
And then Scars of Honor, because again, we have to test it when we can test it. And I'd like to see what the score ends up being after we actually get some hands on and make some adjustments there.
Yeah.
Then we do
and then
ESO.
We'll spend about a month or so. So we're looking at like all of April being Project Gorgon, a little bit of May being Scars of Honor. And then from there we can pick up ESO and see how that feels for about a month or so. Although towards the end of May, I'm going to be gone for like a weekend. And then we'll go from there. Hera says, WoW Retail now has neighborhoods and player housing, perfect for creating that tavern vibe. I've actually seen a couple of taverns being created in WoW. I thought that was really cool. Triple says, yeah, intrigued by the creativity of Gorgon, but the fights and graphics are too old for me. I'm gonna be honest, it feels very much the same for me, Triple, but at this point, it's as I was just discussing with Vertec before going live, I would happily pick Gorgon over RuneScape. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I don't like isometric, and I don't like how much older RuneScape graphics are. If I had to choose between RuneScape and Gorgon, I'm doing Gorgon.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
It's one of those. This is also part of my New Year's resolution for myself, is just to try a game, even if I don't think I'm gonna like it, because you never know, it might catch you by surprise. So, yeah, that's Project Gorgon for me, and it'll be Guild Wars 2 for me as well. So.
Boy.
I haven't bought Gorgon just because I think they deserve it, even though it wasn't. Aw, that's really sweet.
You know, I've done that before.
Yeah, we were looking at that too.
Like some companies that they did something really good with a game, even if it wasn't like right down my alley. I went ahead and I bought it, and it's still sitting on a shelf in Steam, but I gave them the money at least.
Yeah, only one game on the schedule I'm interested in. I'm gonna guess that's Scars of Honor. No, actually, I don't think so, because I think World of Warcraft is too cartoony for you. Is it ESO? Might be ESO. Oh, it was Scars. Okay. Well, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it's Scars. Okay. What? Why do you not like WoW? Again? He's a Scars man now.
I know he doesn't like the graphics, which I think Scars is probably just more customer based, maybe.
Interesting. I'm the reason why I'm asking, I'm not like picking at you. I'm just more so like, because the inspiration behind Scars like graphics is inspired off of WoW, and you can see the resemblance. So that's why I'm like, I just find that intriguing. But not insanely. Okay, so it's like how stylized. Interesting. Okay.
I guess like comparing anime versus US cartoons.
I guess so, yeah. Or like different types of anime styles.
Like someone looking at them from the outside is probably like, it's the same thing. They're all cartoons. But there's a difference.
Yeah. Interesting. I think because everything in WoW is vibrant as hell, while Scars is slightly toned down. Okay, it could be like the vibrancy. Yeah, because for me, they look very similar in style. So that's why I was like that. But I could see it's not as intensely, like, it's not monochrome necessarily, but it's not as intensely colorful either.
Yeah.
Saturated. Not as saturated. I think that's the word I was looking for. Wow, over neon, overblown. The mounts are just dumb. Okay. I wish listed this cozy looking game called Witchspire. Yeah, it's not an MMO, but I did play it. I actually have a video on our YouTube of me trying it out with a couple of people. I was gonna do a first look. I did record the first look. I just have not had any time to edit it. So, yeah. But I like it. I have it. Or at least the playtest. I have the playtest of it. So for me, it's purple mage doing arcane stuff in a purple dungeon fighting a dark cloaked boss. Very fair. Yeah, Witchspire was fun. I enjoyed it. It was very cozy. What's up?
Well, I'm just looking at the spreadsheet. I was gonna show one chart, but I haven't had a chance to adjust it yet. So it's showing the numbers as really weird. They're not
gotcha.
accurate.
I see so much in nothing. I mean, you could also be Vertec, who's the tank with like the boss crotch in his face, or the boss butt in the face.
Yeah.
That you see a whole lot and see nothing all at once too.
Games like World of Warcraft, where it's just like you just see boss crotch in front of your face. That's about it.
I'm like, why are you so zoomed in?
Depends on if you're standing on a foot.
Fair. But yeah, that was kind of the big reveal that we have. I know it's like, ta-da! But I think the point of the fact that even with your guys' community input that we finally got an A rank something, I think that really speaks to the volume of the current state of MMORPGs, in my opinion. So, I mean, you'll probably have your personal S tier, but even when Vertec and I were going through and ranking these things, it was still one of those. I joined right at the reveal. Nice. Oracle says thank you for that visual. ESO was decent enough. I put about 1k hours into it. Very nice. I've never played ESO. So yeah, but true, but I'll never be allowed to tank. Oh yeah, no, that's what I keep telling Vertec. I'm bad at this. Why are you trying to make me tank? I'm just gonna make everybody die. You should just let me heal. I can make sure people don't die that way.
I mean, I just figured it'd be nice for me to jump in and be a healer or a DPS for a little bit. Let you take the tank reins.
Yeah, because she loves tanking.
Oh, I know she does. It's all right. I'm your healer. You won't die. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm not worried about me dying. I'm worried about everybody else dying.
I mean,
I didn't hold enough aggro.
That's fair.
But I put a couple 100 hours into Guild Wars 2 when it came out originally. Very nice. I know that they just recently released another box thing, didn't they? Another story something. I don't really know too much about Guild Wars, so I apologize. But I'm pretty sure there was like some sort of story expansion thing that they put out recently.
Yeah, I think they just did a new thing, yeah.
Vertec just wants to see what the game looks like without boss nuts taking up 75% of the screen.
It's pretty much right. It's pretty much right.
It's a cool artistic style. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think Guild Wars 2 does have a nice style to it. I'd like to see it a little bit more updated, like World of Warcraft's managed to do. But I can't ask for too much if I know Guild Wars 3 is on the horizon. So, how far into the horizon? Great question. Just on the horizon. Oh my gosh, the most like I've really heard anything was like 2 years ago. People are still like talking about it, but there's no information on it really.
For which one? Sorry.
Guild Wars 3.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the most solid information is from 2 years ago.
And all
Guild
that
Wars 3
consists of
releases
is
before
they mentioned it during
Half-Life.
the investor call.
Yeah, exactly. During the investor call. Do you think Guild Wars 3 will release before Half-Life 3 or before Grand Theft Auto 6?
Oh man, I don't know. Definitely before Nodes 3. Oh, wait. Too soon? Oh.
No. It earns that taunting at this point. I'm just regardless of the Steven thing, it earned that taunting at this point.
Oi. But yeah, see, honestly, I haven't kept track of Half-Life 3 or GTA 6, to be honest. GTA just I like to jump into it back when it was like GTA 3 or 2 or something. But it was never really something that caught on with my mind. I know now there's like a whole RP community around it, just running around town.
How much do you know about Grand Theft Auto 6?
Player. How much do I know about it?
Yeah.
I know that it's being built.
It's based on Florida.
Nice. There better be Florida man running around everywhere.
And alligators and every Florida meme you could think of.
There needs to be, and it needs to be very obvious who Florida man is. Like, give him a Burger King crown, running around town. Spoiler. You play as Florida man. Nice.
Maybe.
Nice. National treasure he is.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, definitely after GTA 6, because I don't foresee a GTA 6, as according to a quick Google search, is it's scheduled to come out in November of this year. I don't see Guild Wars 2 coming out before November, especially with this much lack of information.
Yeah, honestly, it's either got to be a super well kept secret, and they have, I don't know, like top secret protections on the project, or it's a really long ways out.
Yeah, one of the two.
It's gonna be one of those like 12-year productions.
But
maybe not that long.
Vertex, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Like as far as the stuffs and the rankings and all, not exactly. Because I think I wanna work more on this little spreadsheet before I show too many more panels, because not a lot of the stuff is accurate just yet.
Oh yeah, but it's very colorful. I saw.
It's still in development. But by the end of it,
2 years before something is, yeah, probably.
By the end of it, I mean, it's gonna produce some good info.
So, I guess to go a slightly different direction, but related direction with that, our goal is to sit down and perhaps at the end of the month, or sooner, if we really decide we don't like it, or in certain cases, you know, like Scars of Honor, we can do multiple rankings for that after every time we play. And maybe we can even go back and look at the history of the rankings for tech, if you like that idea.
Yeah.
But basically, our hope is to sit down after getting a good solid about a month of playing a game, maybe 2, and then we'll go through and do actual values of our opinion on these things, and then we'll later see how that adjusts from the preconceived have not actually played this game, kind of just did a general overview look into what the game is about, compared to actually having played the game for a bit and like getting deeper understanding on different systems and how much we actually like that system.
Absolutely. I mean, this is something once I get this little sheet tuned, we'll be able to go through and do some community rankings of games en masse in future years.
Yeah, and that's our goal, is to
maybe that could be our new state of the whatever address. Do the state of the MMO
Tavern
address or something. Just go through and do
state of the Tavern address.
Yeah, let's go through and do a full eval of the MMO landscape out there, like once a year, to see what's out there.
That's fair. And as new games kind of come to light over time, because this is something, again, Vertex kind of future-proofed this, and I really appreciate it. But when we get more information on, like, the Riot MMO, I kept trying to say Rift, but that isn't that's already in development. That's already kind of out. Not the right one. But, like, the Riot MMO or Chrono Odyssey, etc., like, as things come out, Guild Wars 3, we'll actually be able to have something to rank it against, and that will help us to actually have more of a, not really realistic, but kind of expected community overview. Like, how well, based on how people have ranked stuff previously, do we think this game is going to do initially? Something.
Yeah, because there's many things. I don't know if everybody else realized how many ratings and whatnot we were gonna have to go through, but I didn't until we really started down this. I'm sure somebody at least probably noticed the dread on my eyes when we were live, and I was like, wow, this is gonna take a really long time to go through.
Yep.
A really long time to go through.
That's why we didn't finish it last week, actually.
There's just actually, you know what, this part I could probably show.
The other thing is, as much as I wish I could start this like next week, we're gonna be away for PAX East, so we're gonna kind of lose steam on that. That's why I figured when we get back home, we're gonna like hit the ground running, essentially. Oh yeah, you get to see how colorful it is.
Yeah,
Hello? Hey, DRK, welcome in.
Hey, DRK, what's up, man? Yeah, this is the entire sheet of rankings. Still expanding, still expanding.
Hold up.
Still expanding.
Yeah. This is what we based all of our opinions or like our data on. Each one of those blocks of like red or green or yellow or somewhere in the middle is based on how well the game performed for that specific metric.
Yeah, those are all the different ratings for all the different games and everything we went to. Yeah, it's the Matrix.
Yep. Basically.
Yeah, all this stuff here. You can tell why some of them didn't pan out so well.
Yeah, especially when you, I think it's top down, right?
Yeah.
So it's not enough, sister. You need more
it's not enough.
More dots.
Moneyball, I can get it all down to one number. Whew.
I mean, I could get that down to one number. I learned today how to essentially take the summation of an entire column. So all I need is the column name, and I can do a summation, and then we can. Well, I mean, you technically already did that, though. You have an actual one number that was the number we saw earlier, the 86 point whatever, for some of those.
Yeah,
need more input. I mean, this is also where you guys. Oh yeah, so many tabs. This is also where you guys being able to come in and give us like your actual polling of the games will affect the data. So if you guys want to join us, the reason why we're sharing all of this, I guess I want to add in, is if you want to join us for this journey, we are giving you the map that we are following, essentially. So if you want to join us for this journey, these are the games that we're going to be doing. And we're starting with Project Gorgon next month when we get back from PAX East. And we'll be going through that in April. And then in the beginning of May, we're testing out the Scars of Honor. And then from there, we'll kind of figure it out. Like timelines and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there's a lot that went into this. Gutscore, you'd probably have a blast with this if you're a bit of a data nerd, because there's so many things put into this and into the calculations.
I work with Excel a lot at work. I work with Excel spreadsheets at work, but I do not work with Excel. By that I mean I do data visualization with web development. So I'm often going in and making this giant spreadsheet look more interesting to look at.
Like, you'll see we went through and we added the community vote in here. So whatever it was voted on in our poll actually added points to everything. And how many votes we got for everything.
Is 1D and 5S?
1D and 5S?
Or what's yeah, community vote 1 through 5.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, one was D, 2 was C, 3 was B.
Okay. 4A, 5S, got it.
Yeah. But then we also have like
Although
Dev Trust. If we didn't know anything about them really, kind of they ended up in some average
Neutral.
across the board because that averages out to having no point impact.
Yeah.
2s would give it a little bit of a negative and 1s would give a lot negative.
Okay.
But 3s were like, we don't know, just no idea. So that averaged out to like a 0 boost to the predictive scores.
Okay. And the hype, there's a hype rating.
Yeah, hype rating, like how much people are talking about it.
Is it overhyped? But yeah. Vertec did this and my eyes just kind of like glazed over, but I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah, extra confidence scores based on if it's in development or if it's been fully released.
It's a lot of information, but it's pretty cool.
It was fun making it, and it's going to continue to be fun, I think, as I finish polishing all the stuff. There's like
Yeah.
a half of about 3 of these tabs that aren't fully formulated yet.
Yeah.
But either way, in the end, we'll end up having something to be reused over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, too
dev
many
hype
letdown.
would be a 0 to the game releases. Too many letdown lately. Yeah, fair.
Let's see, yeah, the dev confidence. Yeah, or dev trust, rather. Yeah, kind of agreed on that, but I figured instead of starting at 0 and just giving bonus points, start at 3 as the baseline. Like, everything is a 3, everything is average. Or don't know until we find out, like, hey, this dev actually has started up 3 projects before and failed all of them. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put them down at a 1 so they actually lose points instead of just going down to the baseline, you know?
Yeah.
Give
That
room
makes sense, too.
for increasing or decreasing the score.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, technically 3 is where a lot of those are. Because it's that's the 0 point.
Yeah, that's the neutral territory versus teetering negative or positive. But Vertec, I didn't really know what else to chat about. I didn't plan anything else outside of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, like that's pretty much all we really had for tonight to really get into and share with you folks, to be honest, because we do have people coming in from out of town. So we didn't want to overload with a lot of stuff we have to chat about this.
Yeah.
If you folks have some topics you'd like to chat about, by all means, let us know.
Yeah, feel free to bring them up.
I'll certainly
Feel free
be
to
here
ask
for a
us
little bit.
questions.
Yeah. Like, how many of you folks are actually looking to maybe hop into a couple of these with us?
I do know that Monday I'm putting up a poll in our Discord to see how many of the games we are expecting people to be a part of from the community. That being said, if you are playing Project Gorgon or any of these other games that we're playing outside of Scars of Honor, because like nobody's playing Scars of Honor right now, can't. But if you are playing any of these and you would like to be our guide or our intro person to the game, please let us know. I do know at least one person in our community had said that they would be interested in jumping in if we had a guide, but if we didn't have a guide necessarily, and it was kind of up to us to figure it out, that they would be a little less interested just because they may as well sit there and try to figure it out themselves too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is fair.
yeah.
I know I'll be able to be somewhat of a guide on Guild Wars 2, but I know we already have somebody who's bananas about Guild Wars 2 and knows all the things. So
Yeah.
there's at least one person that would probably be all about showing us around there.
That's fair, Twiggy. You don't have to necessarily follow along with us either. It's nice to know if we do have people following along with us.
Yeah, we'll probably end up putting out a tentative schedule, and I only say tentative because you never know when that one thing is going to happen. That one thing could be something where you're like, yep, nope, I'm out. We're done with this one. Or the other way around. Like, oh, wait, I totally wasn't interested until this. I hit level 25 and I gained this thing and I got this whatever and I got access to this other area and now I love this. Like, you never know when that one thing is going to happen that totally flips your idea on how long you're interested in staying in the game, like right on its head.
Yeah. My Guild Wars tune is still low level, so I'll probably join for some of that. Obviously, gonna go hard in Scars to test all the things. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna see how many people from Nexus are interested in testing Scars as well, with us having a
absolutely
date.
Get a Nexus bum rush happening with Scars.
I mean, it's literally a week and a half, so you can't. I mean, unless you're trying real hard, you probably can't burn out that hard, that fast.
Okay, visibility 0. M&M. So, I've watched some gameplay of Monsters and Memories. I've watched a couple people say that they really like it, but I haven't really caught like the hook on what's really pulling people into it. Like, what's for you? What's the big hook on M&M? What's the big thing that makes you say like this could be the one? This could be the one. And is there anything that's currently not very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not very impressive in M&M, but you believe is going to turn around shortly, or they've said they're going to be turning it around shortly? Because that's the one thing I haven't really asked a bunch of people's.
Hey, Garcia, welcome in.
That game upset you. What did it do? What did it do?
Probably the being able to purchase the things for diamond and going to gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. The grind for that game is time gated. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was time gated.
Oh, Guild Wars is?
I don't know. Graphics are the only thing I don't really like, but that's not going to be turning around.
Yeah, no.
Fair visibility.
Graphics for the most part, once they're baked in and they're rolling, there's not a lot of quality increase you're gonna see.
Yeah.
At least not for a long time. Not until they start really making money and they can pay a bunch of artists to sit around and just make it look prettier. Other than that, they're gonna have to keep their artists on making more new content for people to digest.
Took me a month to get Flying Mount and that playing 6 to 8 hours a day, but had to wait to do some of the quests. Interesting. Progression M&M is slow and steady, less about getting to 60 and doing end game, more about the journey. Yeah, so I think a lot of games lately have been focusing on the journey and not like end game stuff.
So once you got it, you had to do a ton of quest unlock abilities. Oh, with the mount abilities? Yeah. You know, and I think that kind of speaks towards people's different preferences in games, because I kind of enjoyed that part of the journey, that it took a little while to get to the flying mount, because the maps, before you get the flying mount, you actually revisit a lot of the maps over and over, but from different angles and different approaches. you do different quests and you encounter different things, and it feels like you're on a whole other map until you suddenly look up and go, wait, I know where I am. Holy crap, I'm back here. I get it now. I see where I'm at. But you had no clue until you get to a certain point. It's just it'll go right over your head, because the story and the approach and the journey is just, in my mind anyway, kind of pulling the fleece over your eyes, I guess you could say, but also just it keeps you engaged on more on what's going on rather than where you're at. And it introduced you to like ground mount, and then there's a glider thing that you can unlock, and then you get a lot of time playing with the glider before you can unlock a flying mount, and then you unlock like another mount and another mount, and they all do different things. And once you get those mounts, they also have different abilities as well, like a special ability. And that one you have to definitely do a quest to unlock. Like one of them can jump up and it can hover up before it drops back down. But the reason that one's cool, because it's not flying, right? It's just a hover. But it's basically a ground mount that you can cruise around over water and over like some sands and whatnot. That I forget if they were quicksand and you sink in them or they hurt you or something, but there's some sand that would do bad things unless you're on that mount.
Kai says, I remember was the Griffin was a secret mount until the community found out there was another mount. When I played Guild Wars 2, a lot of stuff to do was just rinse and repeat unless you have a large group to play with. Honestly, I think I've tried Guild Wars 2 like 3 times at this point. This will be my 4th.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, and I mean, I could see that we get. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see too much of the rinse and repeat. But maybe I was just looking at the game from a different angle or a different perspective.
Guild Wars 2 is running from dynamic event to dynamic event when I played. I doubt much changed. Honestly, I started playing Guild Wars 2 when I was in college with my roommates, and then they never really played when I was available. And then I just kind of stopped playing. And then I tried doing it with the maid cafe that I was playing with online multiple years later. And that was kind of fun, but I just didn't really get into it. And then I tried it again with the guild. And now I'm trying it again for Vertec.
I mean, we can skip Guild Wars 2 if that's the only reason you're looking to play that one, but I mean, it is...
Well, no, it's not the only reason I'm looking to play for that one. It's just one of those, like... The first 2 times I was, like, a lack of consistent people to play with. And then the last time was, oh, my skills are changing every time I'm trying to upgrade my weapon. I don't like this. And then this time it was intended for you to show me, like... I don't know, you offered to buy me something off the market or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna either like make or like buy you a weapon of each type that way you can try them all out and see which one you actually like. But yeah, I mean, by all means, I was happy that it ended up in the top scores so that we could give it another go. But I mean, we don't have to do that one.
No, it's fine. Literally. Anyway, Twiggy says, one thing I noted about MMOs, if you have a fun group to play with that play a lot and often, then any game would be fun. And yeah, that's the same thing, right? That's basically what I was just saying. I played a number of MMOs. I think I've made the least amount of friends in Guild Wars 2 than any of them. Everything moved fast, no reason to talk to anyone ever. And the other thing was, like, I mean, when we had our group, I think part of it though is also there's so many stupid like jump puzzles that I feel like I'm holding up everybody, because if anybody knows me, I am crap at jump puzzles, and it literally took me like an hour to do apparently like one of the more simple ones. And everybody else has just already done it, and they're waiting for me to get to the top, and I'm just like sitting there like, just don't look at me, okay? I'm
literally
not here.
The first one we bumped into, the very first one.
stressed me out a
My
little
goodness.
bit.
Yeah, I mean, visibility 0. I see what you're saying with that. Everything moves very fast. No reason to talk to anyone ever, but I'll be honest, that's most modern MMOs. Like Final Fantasy 14, Chibi and I went from the low levels, like within level 10 or so is where we both started really playing together, all the way up to max level in which one was that?
I don't even know. I got lost along the way.
It was the one before
Look, after a certain
Shadow.
point, there's so many expansions. I think it's like Endwalker or something like that.
Storm. So yeah, it was
another
right before
Storm-
right before Shadowbringers, or right at the beginning of Shadowbringers. It was one of the two. It was either right before or right at the beginning of Shadowbringers is when we started. We went right from the lowest level all the way up to the max level with just the two of us. I don't think we ever jumped in a group unless we were
that didn't
queuing for a
work.
dungeon or raid.
Good try, Erwin, but the bot told you no.
Oh no.
Cheers, though. You missed the redeem.
Did it not go on the screen?
It went on the screen as empty quotation marks.
Oh gosh. No. Let's see. Can we...
Cheers. I'm so sorry for your late to the party. F printers at F OAuth. God damn it, Kando. Oh, and drink. Kando must have overtaken him.
Oh no.
I got empty quotations. I demand refunds. No.
Here, let's see if let's see what I can do about that there.
5 gifted. Cheers. I'll take another drink.
Nope, that's an old one. It just didn't send it over at all, did it?
I'm still too.
Oh, there we go.
Aw.
Okay.
There you go.
Ew.
You gave hijinks one. Cheers. I'll have to do another cheers. Yeah, see, it's empty quotations.
That's no good. Bot, man, what are you doing?
Is it moderating it because of the curse word?
Shouldn't be. It
Okay.
shouldn't be.
Wait, can I try it? Is it off? Can I try it?
Yeah, try it. Give it a go. Let's see. Man.
Rude.
Man.
Wait. Let me try this.
All right. Well, hey. Cheers, Erwin. Thank you. Thank you.
Do this again, and then do this, and then do this. It's on cooldown. Your face is on cooldown.
Were you trying to do a copy his statement?
Yes. Your face is on cooldown, bot.
Womp 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 womp. Meow.
Cheers. My
Oh,
camera
there it is.
is still at the camera shop. There you go. Cool. Kind of fixed it for you, but not really. Went off the
Erwin
screen.
says.
Yep.
Yeah,
I-
Erwin up in here finding the chat bug. As one does. As one does.
But it's only a bug for Erwin because I put hi, I'm TV and it worked just fine. I think the bot is rude.
It's possible. It's possible.
Do you like my my potion of mana? My mana pot, if you will?
Manapot's delicious. Boy, so what happened with your printers and OAuth? Did you have to OAuth a printer?
Oh, don't even get them started, probably. From half the stuff I hear from work. That stuff is... Ugh.
I'm just curious how that all ended up in one gripe. Unless it was
I'm
the entire
assuming
day
'cause
summed up
he's-
into 2 sentences.
That's what I was gonna assume, but also Kando out overtook him. I still have the number 2 badge. If it makes you feel any better, if it makes you...
No, you got the number 1
I see
now.
number 1. Yeah. All the bugs today. Try refreshing.
I think
I see a number 1. More beer.
I think you need more beer. You can't see straight yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You have sober vision.
Yeah, you need beer goggles.
Yeah, you got to get the beer goggles going.
Will you post what game and when you upload? Yes, absolutely. So my goal is Vertec actually gave me the image. I could actually go ahead and post it in the general chat for the gaming area, but I'm gonna make it prettier and post it on our socials.
Yeah. And it'll be a tentative schedule again. You never know when the thing is going to happen to cause us to say, F this game, we're out, and hit the eject button after 2 weeks instead of 3 or 4.
Hopefully that was Twiggy. Otherwise, I just tag some random person. Sorry, I have streamer mode enabled. I just see T ... Can't read the screen when there's only one. No reason to play Pantheon until the wipe. Yeah, Pantheon's not on our list. On our list is from the bottom, Project Gorgon, Scars of Honor, ESO, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we would make the list a lot longer, but if we're going to give every game a good shot, like an actual good playing to try to experience the systems, 26 games that are on the list would take us like 4 years to get through. So, yeah.
And as this
maybe
stands,
not 4. Probably take like 2 or 3 years to get through.
As this stands, not shortcutting anything. Good thing I have time.
Right.
Not shortcutting anything. That took us to easily September, October, November. So we're gonna be busy for most of the year if we don't shortcut anything, or if we push something out. That means we have a couple months to push into. If we really like something, then we can spend more time in it.
Yeah, we can scoot it out a little bit. And to be honest, like once we actually find the game that we're gonna play for a decently long time, even if it doesn't end up being even if we know it's not gonna be the forever home, or we don't want it to be the forever home, but it's the best choice we have at the moment. Yeah. I'll probably be spending my Mead Quest Mondays dabbling in a bunch of these others on the list, just so that I can make sure that we're accurately rating them. You know what I mean? We can get an actual accurate picture of how they actually play.
I need you to re-say that first beginning part, just in case we get stuck in WoW.
Oh.
Restate it.
That even if it ends up not being the forever home, or we don't want it to be the forever home, it just happens to be the best choice on the market at the moment.
For now.
So
don't come at us if it ends up being WoW, because if it does, it's probably because it hits the most boxes.
Yeah, it checks the most boxes, scratches the most itches, but we're still going to complain about it.
Probably. Well, retail or classic? Retail, probably.
Man, Magisto,
considering classic plus.
Yeah, that's.
But yes, WoW housing is a huge pull for me personally.
Big forks. But yeah, Magisto, that's a subject right there. WoW retail or classic, because I am honestly kind of tired of how they keep trying to be like, hey, we have WoW Classic now. Look at this. You can go back and play the old stuff. Okay, cool. Now we got to take it to the next expansion. Cool. Next expansion. Okay, now we're going to start another WoW Classic, but back at the other one here instead. Then we're going to start new servers, fresh start servers for Classic. And now we're going to start Classic, but at a different expansion. And now we're going to start Classic at a different thing. And it's like, how many times can you lay down new turf on the same lawn? It's the same lawn, man. Like,
and I'm very curious to see what Classic Plus is about, because you already have Classic. What the heck is Classic Plus? What are you intending to do with Classic Plus? Which I think apparently it was like extra stuff that they had intended to have put in at the time? Question mark.
I mean, I could potentially be interested if they took it all the way back to Classic, like as far as the environment goes. but they had modern stuff, like modern conveniences and modern graphics and like a modern approach to some things, and maybe not like make it super easy, but just go back to the classic environment, but tell a little bit of a different story so that it plays out differently. Something like that I might be interested in dipping my toes into.
Invisibility, that is kind of my concern with World of Warcraft, honestly, is like I did notice myself falling into that kind of rotation, right? The new stuff drops 2 weeks in, you've already gone through it. You literally did all the new content because, you know, we're MMO gamers, we optimize the fun out of everything. Not in a rude way necessarily, just we care about the way that we play these games in such a manner that we're so hungry for the content when it finally drops that we dive through all of it, and then we're like starving for more. We don't ration very well is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, honestly, one good way to get around that, to be honest, is be in a guild so you have people to play with, but then skip any of the look for raid things that are like an easy, like skip all the story mode versions of everything and try to do the hard mode stuff as soon as you can possibly get to it, because then it's going to take you a lot longer to do it, a lot more pain and suffering, but you'll burn through it slower, and then, you know, be able to actually buy. With a typical guild, you might finish the raid content and dungeon content that an expansion has to offer by the time the new one comes out, and have a little bit of time to go kind of goof off and do some random things and get some achievements and that type of thing.
What do you want in an MMO, though, is what Visibility is asking. And yes, Twiggy, a guild is a must, and our guild is actually in both Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft, funny enough. So,
so I don't know. If I had to put together a dream MMO, it would be an interesting jigsaw puzzle, because it would have a hybrid combat system, so it would have like action combat and also tab target, depending on the skills and how the skill itself is supposed to function. And hey there, Theo, welcome on in.
Too many games are doing solo or small groups will get dull, because if 1 to 2 do not get on, exactly. If a couple of people don't get on, you don't have a group, exactly. But sorry, Vertek, go ahead.
Yeah, but so there would be that for one. There would be some sandboxy elements, things like open world housing, so you can show it off to people, or at least open availability for people to just stop by your house and check it out. Because I've never really gotten the super this is amazing housing and they do housing right and this and that, but then nobody can see it unless you are legitimately right there to invite them in, and you have to be like, hey, come check out my house right now while I'm online. That's always felt kind of weird to me. There would be optional PvP. The optional PvP would be meaningful, and it would have objectives to it, and not just, hey, let's fight over this place to win some points to buy a fun looking piece of gear, but would actually have objectives to it, almost like the I mean, it's an example everybody knows, right? Like Alterac Valley, like there were objectives you had to go and fight over, or even like I forget what the map was, but where it had like the lumber mill and the blacksmith and all that. Like I had the different areas you had to contest over and hold them all for the longest amount of time to get all the points. Like something like that actually feels meaningful, instead of just, hey, we're just gonna go in an arena and smack each other for a little bit. I mean, arenas, I know there's a draw for the arena crowd, but for me personally, it would have to have a good bit of objective based PvP in there too, not just arenas. There's got to be some challenge to it. Like there has to be challenge tiers. Hey, thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm almost out of the cheers sauce. The cheer juice.
I'm not.
Yeah, Hutball from SOTOR was freaking amazing. The biggest disappointment about SOTOR right there, if you ask me. There was so much potential in that. Like, that could have been amazing. Can you imagine, to this day, there would still be probably esports leagues based around Hutball if they kept up with it and actually kept a season-long rating system? Holy crap. It was so much fun. But yet they decided to go the route of, well, you can show scores for that one game. The end. That's it. There's zero reason to compete. Right, well, how about in raids? Well, yeah, sure, you can go in there and you can try to be, like, world first and things like that. I don't think they ever gave out achievements for that stuff. But, I do know that shortly after it went live, they ended up changing it so you didn't even need to go into a raid to get raid gear. You just had to do dailies. Then you could get raid gear. And as soon as they did that, I kind of tapped out. I played it while it was in beta up until launch, and shortly after when they did that, I was like, yep, I'm out, I'm done. No, can't do it. Can't do it. I gave it a go though. But yeah, I mean, yeah, SOTOR, yeah, the alt system where it's like a family, you kind of choose to have all like the same last name and like connections and who's who and how they relate to each other and all that. That part was great. I mean, to be honest, hey, Tia, thank
Welcome.
you. Man, if I get anything else, I'm gonna have to run back down and fill up my cup again. I mean, to be honest, I just want somebody to buy the WildStar IP and redo it. Just redo it, relaunch it, change a couple things about it to bring it more to the wider audience, and call it a day.
Finish the spicy juice.
Finish the spicy juice.
Amen to WildStar. So,
holy crap, that game was a ride. Sorry, Chibi, go ahead.
Okay. Might be like a little bit of a fangirl moment, but I really like World of Warcraft. And I guess the reason why World of Warcraft really knocked my socks off is, I mean, yes, I was younger when it first was something that was introduced to me. Mm-hmm. But going through the stories, I didn't even need to feel like the hero. I mean, I think in early World of Warcraft, correct me if I'm wrong, I often didn't feel like I was the hero. You were watching Sylvanas trying to become war chief early in World of Warcraft and being judged for using her power of raising the undead, etc. And how that played out in the politics of like the current war chief and the alliance and things like that. And I was just really drawn to the story. And I think the cinematics were just gorgeous. And that's all I really cared about, is like I wanted to be feeling like I was part of a story and not necessarily like I was the hero of the story. Because again, like you get up to Legion, I think Legion definitely did this, where like we're all the heroes, okay, but like every 5 minutes we're still fighting whatever onslaught is happening as the hero, even though I just literally stopped that, you know, kind of thing. It felt a little bit like the disbelief became very apparent for me. But when I was much younger, like I was very invested in the story and the lore of the game. And when Orgrimmar got attacked by the dragon in the beginning of Cataclysm and it completely changed the landscape, that was crazy to me. I was like, oh my god, they just destroyed the whole landscape. It's all different. That's, what the heck? That's crazy. That's
Pour
awesome.
1,000 needles.
And I'd never seen that in a game before. And I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. Just like, because I had spent so many months with the way that it used to be in the beginning, like during like Lich King and things like that. And then when Cataclysm just rendered all of that different, I don't know, that was just really cool. Like there was actual a response of the world to the cinematics, and nothing was ever the same after that, right? Orgrimmar is never the same after that. And it was just really, really interesting, at least for me, for somebody who's centered. I will tell you rim from rim. Rim from rim, not rim from rim. Wow.
Rim from rim.
Anyway. But like, for me, what I'm getting at is I need a story that I can get lost in, right? I need to feel like not necessarily like I'm the one leading the story, but like I don't know. This is the cause that I'm fighting for, is the little hero of Azeroth, I guess, you know, like one of many, just like D&D, right?
One might say the chibi hero.
The chibi hero. But it's just one of those things that like having this whole thing of not just a nice story that I'm a part of, but also I love the housing system. I really liked what Ashes was intending on doing, but I didn't really like that they're limiting it so much for the open world housing. It sounded like initially anyone who tried would get housing. That to me sounded like Final Fantasy housing. That sounded like, to me, actually I haven't really played many other games besides Final Fantasy where you could get housing. But if you tried hard enough, you could get it, even if it meant waiting for one to become available on the market like Final Fantasy. And so that was fine by me. I really liked that idea. But it ended up actually being whoever got to level 50 first and had the gold for it or whatever thing for it. Like, that was the biggest disappointment with Ashes for us, is, well, you made it sound like if you tried hard enough, you could achieve one. Well, yeah, 25 for the alpha, but I'm talking about endgame here, not alpha 2 or whatever. But the point was, if it made it sound like if you tried hard enough, you could achieve one, regardless of when you got to level 50 and had the money. But when they actually dropped it, it ended up actually being race to level 50, get 1,000 gold as soon as possible, be one of the first to buy the house. And so, like, that was a little bit of a disappointment, but I did like the idea that you could have a tavern. Now, is that end all be all for me? No, but it is a big part of being able to have a house and being able to do something with it. And so is the crafting. The crafting system matters. And if you can tie the crafting with housing and also with the end game and have it all be meaningful, that for me is my favorite. So
yeah, didn't even get to see the Slumdog arc. Womp womp.
Nope. And Vertec would know more about the housing in Wildstar than I would, because when I first met Vertec, my experience of Wildstar was him showing me his nerdy little hobbit hole.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good times. You could take anything and turn it into something on your housing plot.
You had so many trophies on your housing plot. I was like, what is all of this?
That's basically, yeah, for those who hadn't seen it. I wish I'd taken video or images, like just taken some screenshots of the stuff, but almost everything that I put on the housing plot for any kind of decoration were all just trophies of some form or another for the most part.
Yeah.
Just build stuff out of trophies.
Yeah. I want to go back to something Visibility Zero asked. And I don't know, Visibility Zero, how much you know about us, but Visibility says, have you considered asking devs of these indie MMOs about their games? They are going to be the largest advocate for their games.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing.
I'm not laughing or like joking at you. The inside joke Vertec and I are sharing is this whole channel is because we were talking to people and different devs and stuff from Ashes of Creation about Ashes of Creation. And not even when I was excited or interested in getting into Scars of Honor did I reach out to Scars of Honor to see if I could get an interview with them. If nothing else, just to talk to them about their game. Even if I was never going to play it, I wanted to ask them and get a better understanding of it. But the more we learn, the more we're like, okay, this, kind of interesting. I would like to check it out, at least.
And yeah, talking to devs from other indie games in general is it's on the table as a thing.
Yep. Well, See, the thing was, it was gonna be a whole thing we were gonna reveal to everybody this year, is that we were starting up a second podcast type where we were gonna interview devs from indie games, and that became the content that we do primarily.
Yeah. Well,
because
see, the
Ashes
thing
closed
was,
down.
yeah. See, the thing was, we had some stuff that we were going to get uploaded. We hadn't gotten around to it, but we were at least going to announce that intent. And then the whole Ashes thing went down, and it totally took the wind out of all of our sails.
Yep.
So now we're getting started back into it. But yeah, that going out and talking to indie devs it's a thing that's going to be happening.
Yep.
We have things cooking in the background. We'll just say that.
I just need to have us not leaving the house for 2 weeks for me to truly get started.
And yeah, Twigget, WildStar does have something out there. It's called Nexus Forever. It is a private server, and these are a bunch of people who are trying to do dev time in their spare time, to kind of reverse engineer the server tech based on having the host applications, or the client application rather, on their computer, and seeing what data it's trying to send out when they do things, and kind of reverse engineer and rebuild the server tech.
Yeah,
they're doing it piece by piece, little by little. It's still very much in its infancy.
Yeah,
it's kind of at the point you would expect many games to have when they're still like not yet ready to announce that they've started to develop a game.
Yeah.
I hope they succeed. I hope they start to pick up speed and they really get that server tech up and going. But I don't know. Not even sure what they would do after they end up hitting the... Eventually, if they were to actually unlock all of the server tech configurations that they need to and get it running, and they hit what was at the time the end game based on whatever client they had, like, what are they going to do after that? Like, are they going to try to develop more and add more to it, or just kind of tinker with that same quote-unquote end game environment and call it done there? I mean, I'd be okay if they just got all of the last version of WildStar. If they just had that uploaded and ready to play, I would actually have a good time with it. That'd keep me busy for a good 2 years.
But I can say I am definitely dabbling very much more into TTRPG related stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, you can always ask me about that. But kind of all we really have right now, right?
Yeah. Wait. Release Star Wars Galaxies. I'm guessing you mean like a private server. There could be a lot of people interested in that. I would be, just because I never really got to dabble in Star Wars Galaxies. I kind of feel like I missed out big time on that one.
I know nothing of Star Wars Galaxies. Maybe after the 2 years, the Ashes... Probably. Those take forever, in general. Just lawsuits. Crafting in the game was amazing. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, the whole thing's just crazy. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying it would be kind of cool. I don't see it happening, but just saying it would be kind of cool if, you know, at the end of all the Ashes lawsuits, if Riot did end up rolling in and just being like, we'll give you X amount of money and we'll just buy the rights to everything, and they take that and turn it into like League of Legends MMO or whatever their plan is to do with that MMO. Because then they would at least have a lot of stuff built in, you know, kind of a way that a lot of people were hyped up about.
Yeah.
They'd probably have the money behind them to... what's that?
Try to hide the fact I keep yawning. I don't know why. Like, I'll be like, don't yawn. And then I'll yawn, and I'm like, dang it. Why'd you yawn? Why does Riot even bother looking at what they did to Hytale? Why is Riot even bother look? I don't know anything about Hytale either. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Hytale. I know I heard people talking about it, and then I heard people not talking about it. That's about all I know of it. Well, I've been cutting a lot of projects.
That's fair. Riot got Hytale and sat on it for 10 years just to give it back.
Just give it back? Oh,
okay.
Lord.
That sucks.
I mean, if they paid money for it and then they literally just gave it back, I mean, somebody made money on that deal. Hytale devs were probably happy about it.
Probably, yeah. Modded Minecraft server.
Okay. Gotcha. You know, Minecraft's another one I never really got into too much.
I mean, it looks like a modded Minecraft server, at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know. It was another one of those, like, I couldn't get past the graphics part of it. Like, yeah, people can build cool stuff, and I'll watch people build the cool stuff. Especially after they're done building it, I'll take a look at what they've done.
I like modded Minecraft.
But running around in super pixelated box people, like cardboard people, characters, to me, it never tripped my trigger.
Yeah.
Not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but I just couldn't get into it myself. I know some people absolutely love it, so.
I had a lot of fun in Minecraft when people were essentially torturing me and I was under the clock. It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, texture packs can help a bunch, but it's essentially 3D pixel art for me, which I like my pixel art as art and not necessarily as gameplay. Like, oh my gosh. Bean made me this super cute Cozy Quest pixel art gif, and I'm in love with it. But I don't necessarily want to be in a game with nothing but pixel art, especially like a MMO type game. For me, it's just not as interesting. It feels too low poly, ? Too low quality.
Yeah.
It's just a giant square.
And I think that's maybe the trigger for me is I spent so much time in low graphics games, because I mean, growing up with like the old school like spinach Game Boy and like actual Nintendo.
Spinach Game Boy?
Yeah, the spinach colored screen where it's just green and dark green.
Oh, I had a Game Boy Advance, so I think I was a little bit after that.
Yeah, like that was
Valheim.
my childhood. Was the spinach screen Game Boy and Nintendo and Atari, and I went through that up to, you know, wow, what's this Super Nintendo? Holy cow, look at these graphics. This is amazing. What's this? The Sega Genesis. Whoa. The PlayStation. Holy crap. It's getting crazier. What are they going to do next? And I spent so much time in the low, like the low resolution games, that I'm happy that we're out of that era, and I don't want to go back to it.
Please tell me nobody heard that.
I heard that. There was a snort.
Dang it.
Was it from Irwin's? Let's see. Enjoying playing on the Guild Minecraft server back in the day. Someone kept stealing my diamonds and iron bars, so I built a minecart roller coaster downhill to a lava pool. This time I looted my base, they died. Man, sounds like a lava gate type experience to me.
Hi, Nut. How are you?
Looking for the clip button. Spitting
I
facts
bet
right
he
now.
is. I bet he is. I was like, please, Lord, tell me that didn't get picked up by the microphone.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did. I heard it.
It did.
It was loud and clear. Discord couldn't save you from that, I'm sure.
Rude. Rude. Yep. Okay. Well, this is my life now. But, yeah. I mean, my first games were... I heard it in stereo. Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's great.
My first games were GameCube and Game Boy Advanced. And I got to play Pong on Atari because someone was babysitting me and they had an Atari. Oh, God. I hate that title.
Graceful cold spaghetti. Did you just lean away from the mic and escape your chair so that we couldn't hear you snort laugh again?
No.
No. Poor cat. What happened to your poor cat? Slink out of the chair to hide. Tomato chibi. Chibi-mato.
Your face.
No, your face.
Probably.
Yeah, see, Valheim I'd be much more interested in if it did have a little bit better graphics. Because it does look interesting. But, I don't know. I'll get into some of them, and unless it's like super engaging, I lose interest very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It's got to be beautiful. It's got to be beautiful.
Tookie, you're mean. I know we have a couple people playing Uncharted, so yeah. I'll say, or I say it again, give me a PUBG MMO.
Look up Cinder City.
Still early access, yeah.
Look up Cinder City. Yeah.
Yeah, is that how you spell it?
Yep, that's it. Cinder City, you got it. PUBG MMO, you're welcome. Not kind of PUBG MMO. It's more, I don't know. It's an open world tactical shooter set in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi alternate history version of the 23rd century. Seoul, South Korea. Seamless open world, meticulously crafted and inspired by real-world Korean locations.
Rude.
But either way, yeah. Shooter, MMO. Enjoy. It's not exactly PUBG, but...
Yeah. But yeah, needless to say, I mean, even if there's not like the perfect MMO or whatever for both of us, I don't think we'd necessarily... I don't know. All right, like, here's a good question. What happens if we come to the other side of this and neither of us are even happy with World of Warcraft?
Or, I mean, I'm down to pick like the best one that's available, just to have something to do in an MMO type environment. Even knowing that I'm going to move on, at least something in an MMO type environment to keep the, I don't know, the itch maybe not fully scratched, but at least pay attention to it while we wait for something. And then I will probably get bored of doing that, and then I'll just go to playing single player games for a while, or like the MMO lights, like the 4 to 8, 10 player games that you hop into with a handful of friends.
Like Where Winds Meet, for example.
Yeah.
Or like the Soul Frame, like last night.
Yeah.
3, but hopefully they expand that. Yeah, so I was just wondering because like it's a little bit on the bleak side, not to be a Debbie Downer, but being realistic, I mean, none of them scored A or higher realistically. They did with a community vote, but it must have housing. Fair. I find myself, let's say at the end of this, World of Warcraft's not really scratching that itch for me either. I probably will be doing single player MMOs, or not MMOs, sorry, like the games like Fable when it comes out, whenever that is.
Single player RPGs.
Single player RPGs or TTRPGs. I think that's where I will be pretty much hanging out at. But that's something that like I'm not trying to necessarily like bring down like the vibe or whatever, just more of like a realistic concern of like what's gonna happen with like a reality check. You know, like what we do as TGF might end up changing a little bit at that point. Yeah. But I do see us at minimum coming together to try new MMORPGs that come out.
I see it. Minimum. But yeah, Theo, Warframe is not really an MMO. I mean, there's a ton of people that play it. They just don't really play it together. If that makes sense. Like there's social hubs that people have to go to, and they always have to go back and around to almost all of them. So they're going to seem like there's a lot of people around, but only in that little social hub. As soon as you leave that social hub and go adventure out in the world to actually do things, like fight stuff and adventure around, you have a party of 4. You have a party of 4 people that you can run around and do stuff with.
I find that weird. Why is there a party of 4 for Warframe, but up to 3 for Soulframe?
I think they're still kind of dialing in on things with Soulframe.
Gotcha.
Like as polished as the experience feels, like, I mean, there's still some bugs, but it is still early in their development timeline, I suppose. So apparently the multiplayer part of it is new and experimental, which DRK was in here a little bit ago.
Yeah, I watched you guys playing it last night. Oh yeah, we both played WoW. WoW was my first MMORPG. And Vertec and I played WoW together for a little bit before Ashes had any sort of, I think, like we got to partake in Ashes Alpha 0, but in the years that kind of followed, we kind of tried World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy at that point, and a little bit of Guild Wars.
Yeah. It's like it was, but worse. Oh no.
Yes and no, visibility 0, because I hear conflicting things. Like, just because I should know what to expect. Like, the last time we played was Legion, right? A lot of things have changed since Legion. And I forgot exactly why we left. I know we definitely left because things started becoming repetitive in terms of expansions, but I don't know if I don't remember any other reasons why we left.
Sorry, my headphones reconnected while you were talking there. But what were the reasons you listed off there?
Oh, I think you said your headset or something went weird while I was talking, because your mic cut out too, unfortunately, on you. But you're back now. I was just saying I forgot exactly why we left. I just remember things started getting kind of repetitive in terms of expansions towards the end there.
I mean, there are a couple reasons. For one was we were getting kind of tired of trying to find friends that we'd connect with, and they would say, hey, let's play over on this server, do this thing, and join the Horde, but we're on Alliance. Okay, cool. Now join Alliance, but we're on Horde, and we're on a different server, and just everybody we would go to hang out with would end up dropping the game and running away, and we were like, well, this is getting kind of exhausting doing that. As well as, well, it just doesn't seem exciting to play right now because the main, like the core things that they keep introducing to the game, like the Warlords of Draenor with the garrison, and then the whatever it was up in Nax, the little floating ship where you had the little battle map or whatever the hell that system was, like. they would start it off and the system would feel like absolute crap and a huge grind, and then you start getting through the grind and they're like, okay, cool, you got how that works, cool, we're never doing that again. It's going to mean nothing now. We're going to move on to the next expansion, and everything you just did for that big old grind means nothing. So congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, cool, thanks, just throw that in the trash. Got it. Cool. And that I think was one of the biggest things for me, and it just felt like not many people were trying to run normal raids. Everyone was trying to do like LFRs, unless they were just trying to get like an achievement or something.
Yeah.
So jumping into and finding a group that was doing like a normal raid or a heroic raid when we get geared up for that was just kind of a pain.
Yeah.
I don't know if that part's gotten better, but
me either. But I mean, also it depends on, I think, if you have your guild too, because like we have our guild in there, so maybe that will feel different. Because to be fair, the only experience we have with our guild is in classic with demon and flying.
Yeah. And then they introduced like the legendary weapons that you could level up, and it would grow with you, and you could put skill points and all that stuff in it. And then by the way, the next expansion, that's no good anymore. Doesn't matter. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. I just spent all that time grinding for this thing, trying to do this thing, and it means nothing now. This is like the legendary weapon, and everybody has it, but I don't care. Like, I spent time on this. I'd like to grow it further. At least have the option to do it. But no.
But that was also multiple years ago. So it's just one of those, better to try it again and see, because like Twiggy said, the only reason I got back into WoW was housing. I'm just farming the stuff for it now. And I mean, hey, if it becomes my MMO housing simulator, then at least it became something.
Yeah. But I mean, like Chibi was saying, we've heard mixed reviews on this system's good, that system's better now, this system's better now, they redid this, they redid that, they just redid the entire skill trees and skill plans for a bunch of different classes.
Yep. But that's also why I wanted it to be last, I think, because I wanted to test out some other stuff before I got into WoW.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I'm not crazy optimistic about the WoW thing, but at the same time, if it does check more boxes than anything else out there, I mean, maybe it's just one of those put up with it until something better comes along, which is probably one of the top 5, if not top 3 reasons why there's so many people still in WoW, because something better, quote unquote, hasn't come along yet.
Once Human is my housing sim. Nice. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really like shooter games, so Once Human doesn't sound like it'd be something really for me, because I think it's a shooter game. I don't like those. I'm very bad at aiming. I'm a stormtrooper. I've said this multiple times.
Well, it's also a survival thing. Like, every season they reset. You got to start from scratch.
Yeah, there's that too. But yes, I'm a stormtrooper. I have no aim. I'm not embarrassed to admit that. But it's one of those things where I'd rather say I tried the ones that would have appealed to me the most and ended up on the other side not really into any of them, than to sit here and be like, I wonder if. And that's kind of why I'm saving WoW for last, or I asked Vertec if we could save WoW for last. We have Blackbow, welcome back. How are you? I actually put it in our Discord, but I'm happy to go over it again real quick. So, just as a reiteration for those that are just joining, we're gonna start with Project Gorgon. We're not settling on a game, but we're expanding through a few. So we're gonna do Project Gorgon in April when we come back, and we're gonna try that for a little bit. And then when Scars of Honor's playtest happens, April 30th through May 11th, we're gonna be taking part of that. And then from there, we're gonna go to ESO at some point. And then from there, we're going to do Final Fantasy XIV, then Guild Wars 2, and then World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft's going to be the last thing that we're going to try. So that's the order in which we're going about the games, but I can't quite give you a time frame beyond like the next month or so.
we'll have a tentative schedule up that's going to flex based on our experiences in the games. We might stretch it out a little bit longer if we're really enjoying what's going on and we wanna explore it a little further, or we might cut it short if we hit a point where we're just like, I can't deal with this anymore. I just can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top 4, probably to no real surprise. WoW, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, and ESO, they rated points above all the others. So far, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
But it's, again, not to be a surprise, mainly because they've been out for a while. They have big money behind them, and they're able to make things a polished experience, which is some of the big thing about, getting points on a does it exist and how well is it implemented type scale. They all have their faults in different areas, but doesn't everything.
Yeah, but, basically.
Below that, we kind of cherry picked a few things as far as below those top 4, again, because it was a really wide gap for the number 5 after that. There was like a 10% drop in points. So we cherry picked some that sounded interesting to some way, shape, or form to grab the other 2, the Scars of Honor and Project Gorgon.
And that's fine. We don't expect everybody to join us for every game. And if anything, we also are happy to be like hey, come check us out while we check out this game, so you don't have to check it out. And if you end up thinking that it looks fun enough because we're playing it and you wanna try it, then cool. If not, then hey, you lived vicariously through us and you realize, yep, that's not the game for you. Or in certain cases, you already know that that's not the game for you. And that's fine. We hope that you'll come and chill and hang out with us and chat with us, keep us company while we try these out. And I am slowly falling. But yeah, I was just saying, if we get to the end, if we get to World of Warcraft and it's just not really the thing, I do see Vertec and I at least doing like small multiplayer games, like 4 people or so with each other, or him doing the typical thing that we do on our quests. On Mead quests, he's doing the harder core stuff and I'm doing the more chill stuff, and then we'll figure it out from there. But that's at least October, November, unless we get a lot of stuff shortcut by then. Yeah.
So spending just a little bit of time in each of those is still going to carry us for a long time.
Yeah. Such a sad time for the modern MMORPGs, but you gotta make the most of what's available. Exactly. And I mean, I would be remiss to not try World of Warcraft again with how much has changed since I last played it. I feel like we almost owe it to at least say we tried it. And that way, if we don't like it, we can say, well, I don't like it because updated reasons why we don't like it.
Yeah, and if nothing else, I mean, I might jump into a bunch of these that are on the list, and who knows what else pops up between now and then, just to say that I did try it, rather than just going by watching somebody else play the game.
Also, I would like to add some of the other games that are on that list that aren't out yet, not just Scars of Honor, but like, Arcade Chronicles Unchained, or whatever, Chronicle Odyssey. There's so many. Yeah, Chronicle something, Unchained that. We're gonna be keeping an eye for when those are coming out as well, or for playtest and stuff like that, and we're gonna be mixing those in too, I believe.
Chrono Odyssey, Camelot Unchained.
I was just saying, it's kind of funny to me that there's always like something Chronicles, something's Unchained.
Unchained Chronicles, let's go.
I mean, I'm just saying, somebody needs to make a mishmash of a bunch of the MMOs that are like the systems that are succeeding, and just make Chronicles Unchained.
You know what I want to see?
Hoping Light No Fire will come out one day. That'll be nice.
I'm not sure if it would be a good game, but it would be an entertaining game. If somebody literally just made like a meme MMO that just had some systems and animations and things happening in the game and quests and themes around it that just literally poked fun at every other game out there. Like, take the worst aspects of every other game, put them in this one in a meme kind of fashion.
Yeah. Well,
it'd be entertaining to watch, at least.
Let us know how you like that. we are not super into BDO that much, so there is that. But let me know how that goes and how much you like that, because maybe it'll be somebody else's tea.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, who knows? It might. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that one too, though, because just because we don't like their MMO, they might not make
so much RNG.
The Crimson Desert quite as bad, because it's not like you're competing against other people. So they might make it a little bit more of an enjoyable single player experience. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of why I'm keeping my eyes on it, just to see what they do with it. I've seen some people, I mean, it's content creators on YouTube. So of course they're gonna go over the top with reactions for the most part. Especially with a lot of the early reactions on stuff to try to get people hyped up to pull people to their channel when it comes out or what have you. So maybe some of it's just excess hype for that purpose, but maybe some of it's real. But I've seen a bunch of people talking good things about the Crimson Deserts. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. But
yeah,
I do believe now might be a decent time to start wrapping up, because again we do have people coming into town tomorrow and hanging out for the weekend, so we want to make sure we get us some time to do a little bit of cleanup and whatnot tonight.
I'd be upset if it was just a single player video. Fair. Yeah, somewhat of an order. I gave you some lists.
Let's see. That one.
Okay.
That one.
I'll get that going.
All right.
Thank you. And also as a reminder, my Cozy Quest is coming up this weekend on Sunday. We will still probably have our guest here, but that'll be the last stream before we skedaddle. We will be gone for the last half of March, so expect a very, very quiet tavern for about 2 weeks as we lock the place up and head out for adventure.
We'll see if we can hop into Discord and say hi to peoples, but there's no guarantees on that, because we might be getting our butts kicked with working, because we're doing not like day job work, but we're like manning booths and helping people out and helping some exhibitors.
Also, if you hold me to it, I will make sure this time I actually get you some video of us being there.
Yeah,
I just need to be reminded and have my feet held to the fire a little bit, and I'll get it out.
I mean, I think we might have some footage of our time over at PAX West we could even put out finally.
Yeah, I could just mishmash them together. Be like, here's us at PAX West and here's us at PAX East from last year and this year. But I'm gonna try to make it a better goal to actually get you guys that content. We record it and then I just never have time to edit it because of how much stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I can make time. So that just might be I'm not doing a mead quest on a Monday, and that's what I'm doing instead.
There we go.
But here's the raid. I accidentally hit enter.
Well, did you
We're raiding over to
Portini?
I was just gonna say we're raiding over to Portini, who's covering Scars of Honor. I guess he's looking at some spreadsheets. Not really sure what is up with that too much, but I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah. And I would like to say the same. Thanks for hanging out. As always, you all know, time is your most valuable asset.
Okay.
Videos are supposed to snort everywhere. Oh man, under duress. Making videos under duress. Ready, set, go.
Yes. Being blackmailed was snorting.
Yeah, no matter how much pay to win you might find in games, you do not find pay to win in time. You just can't get more of it. So,
Correct.
you know, hope it was worthwhile spending your time with us. We enjoyed it. Did you? If not, you can put a complaint in the complaint jar, and that's about as far as it'll go. No refunds. Sorry.
Well, we can at least give you a receipt, though. So there's that.
Fair. But everyone have yourselves a fantastic night, and catch you on next time. Bye.